Hey everyone, welcome to this quick 10-minute tutorial on Microsoft OneNote, a powerful digital tool that's perfect for students and professionals alike. Now, whether you're organizing class notes, project plans, or even brainstorming ideas, OneNote can seriously boost your productivity. OneNote is basically part of the Microsoft Office suite. It's a note-taking app so that it lets you to organize everything into notebooks, sections, and pages. So you can think of it like a digital version of a physical notebook, but with way more flexibility. Now, it is available on Windows, Mac, web, and mobile, and everything that you have on it gets synced via the cloud with OneDrive. Now, when we talk about the structure of OneNote, there are three terminologies that come up, right? So the very first one is a notebook. Now you can go ahead and create a notebook. So let's say, for example, that something like resource planning, that's the name we'll given. You can also save the notebook and you hit create notebook. Right? Once that is created, you basically have a notebook ready. If you want to invite people to access the notebook for collaboration purposes, you can do that as well. I'll say not now. Now, notebook is basically like a subject or a project that you're working on, right? So for example, I have a few of them here. AI basics, cloud foundations, marketing campaigns, resource planning, and so on. Now, inside of a notebook, what you see here are called sections, right? For example, machine learning, my AI projects, AI resources, these are called sections, right? And you can create many more as well. Something like, let's say, generative AI. And then, the list goes on. So you can have n number of sections. Now, sections are like chapters or categories, right? And inside each section, you can then have individual notes or meeting entries, and these are called pages. So you have notebooks, sections, and then you have pages, right? So let's say you're a student, you can create a notebook called AI Basics or Cloud Fundamentals, and then you can add in different sections to indicate the lectures, the labs, the content, and so on. And inside of each section, you can add pages for each topic or class. Now, if you're a working professional, you would create a notebook something like marketing campaigns or resource planning. And inside of that notebook, you can have a section, say, meeting notes, right? You can have a section like brainstorming, planning, the list goes on. Now, with OneNote, you can have all types of content. So basically, OneNote supports all type of content. So here, for example, you can see this is, freestyle content. You can type freely anywhere on the page. Yeah. Additionally, you can also add in bullet points, as you can see here. You can also add in to-do lists, right? So if I go down to AI resources, you can see different to-do list options are there, which you can then check and uncheck according to your requirement. You can also insert files. You have the insert option. So you can go on to insert. Here you can insert a table, a file, spreadsheet, pictures, links as well. So let's say we attach a picture. So let's say picture from file, and then you can go ahead and select one. And there you go. That's how it is, as simple as it is to go ahead and, insert images, right? Along with images, you can also attach files, right? You have different options in place, different documents if you want to add in. All of that is supported. Now, for students, this means you can take notes during class, and for professionals, they can go ahead and capture meeting notes or even add project documentations. Now, another very useful feature that you have is you can use tags, right? So when I say tags, let's say you select this particular page, and then you can go ahead and tag it right here. So you see this option called insert tag. These are the different inbuilt tags that you have. And you do definitely have an option to customize the tags, but by default, these are the options you have. Let's say this particular topic is important, so let's tag it as important, right? And then maybe you have courses to learn in AI. Let's tag it as to do because those are things that you want to complete. So this is another very useful feature called tags. So for you to, follow up on tasks or even for revision purposes. Now, another very useful feature that is part of OneNote is basically you can use the Draw tab right here and add handwritten notes, sketch diagrams, or even annotate PDFs. You have a bunch of different options in here. So you can choose either of this and then you can go ahead and make use of it, right? Now, this is a very useful feature for students, especially when they want to write down certain equations or want to have graphs in their OneNote, or even for professionals when they want to draw diagrams when they're performing some sort of resource planning, or let's say you are a trainer and you are teaching a particular course and you want to draw diagrams to help your learners understand better, right? In all those cases, the Draw tab comes in very handy. Now, along with this, OneNote makes it easy to stay organized, right? And that's through the feature of color coding. So we have sections, right? Like AI basics, machine learning, AI projects, AI resources, Gen AI. You can choose any one of it, right click, and you have the option called section color. So you can go ahead and choose the color. So this can sort of help you with keeping your sections more organized by color coding them. Apart from this, you can also move your pages, right? You can merge it to another section. You can rename your section, export it, delete it if you no longer need it, move up and down in the order. So these are all the options that you have. Now, one of the best features of OneNote is the search function that you see right here. You can go ahead and give in your keyword that you're looking for, and it scans your entire notebook. Even if you have handwritten notes, it can scan through all of it and then it can give you results, right? So search feature also a very handy option that you have. Now, once you have all of your content in place, let's say you want to share this with someone. You need to bring in the collaboration aspect, right? OneNote supports that as well. So it allows you to perform real-time sharing just like you would do with Google Documents. So you can just right-click on a notebook and you have the option right here. It says share this notebook, and you can go ahead and type in an email ID, and that's pretty much it, right? So even if you're a student or a professional and you are looking to bring in collaboration with your other colleagues, as a student you want to share the notes with your classmates for group projects and so on, you can go ahead and make use of this option called share. Right? Now, as we understood earlier, OneNote is an app that comes in multiple platforms, right? So you're not tied down to one device. OneNote works across desktops. That's the one that we are working on. You also do have the mobile application, right? You can go onto Google Play, you can go onto your Apple Store, download the Microsoft OneNote for mobile application. You also have the web platform for OneNote. And like I already mentioned, the best part is everything syncs with OneDrive. Additionally, you can also integrate OneNote with your Outlook. So you can go onto Outlook and you have the option right here, go to OneNote, right? Along with that, you can also integrate it with your Microsoft Teams. So you can go onto your Microsoft Teams and click on OneNote. You have it right there. So you can take meeting notes right inside a Teams meeting, or you can even link your notes to a calendar event. Particularly a very useful feature for professionals, let's say, who are managing multiple projects or meetings, right? Now, to wrap up the session, I'd like to give you all 3 quick tips. So use a notebook per major topic or project, right? And always make use of the handy option of tagging your notes. That way you can basically stay more organized, right? And also sync all of your devices so your notes are always with you. So that's about it for this particular session. I hope this helped you get started with Microsoft OneNote. Now, whether you're a student taking notes or a professional managing projects, OneNote is definitely a game changer. So thanks for watching and happy note taking.